What's up, YouTube? I am back. It's Rick here, giving you the 411 on the 411. Last I left you, I just did a quick recap of what had happened over the past few weeks. This week, we are live. Let's jump into this. Now with the job, again, I've told you before that I am focused on sticking to the metrics, 150 contacts, 7 transfers per week. Last week I was well over my 150 contacts goal, but again under on my transfers. Still working on it, I promise. So it was a real easy week for me. Attend my language of sales class, which was awesome, and to have my accountability meeting with Laurel, which went pretty well. On the financial side, I had the goal of actively working on 2 separate items from the Paths to Prosperity within the teachings of the book Thou Shalt Prosper. On the spiritual side of it, for me, again, this week was to complete at least 3 of the line items, or 3 of my goals in my 411. Also on the spiritual side, I have down to make my YouTube video. And if you remember from last week, I actually made 2. One giving the recap of what I've been doing with my 411, and then one on that's kind of like a how-to on the 411. Last week on the physical side, I guess we're going to do today a focus on fitness because that was where the bulk of my time was spent. I had to complete a Spartan physical assessment. At one point, I was the squadron rep for a fitness challenge that we had in the military. Now I can't even qualify on the minimum military requirements to be in the Air Force anymore, and that's sad. Also on the physical side, as you know, I've been working on a dietary plan for myself, and I had an interview this past week with a friend of mine, Adam Aguilera, who is an aspiring dietitian. He's got 2 bachelors. He's very well qualified. I really hope he gets his internships. But here's a little bit of what he had to say in my dietary plan.
Definitely getting into kind of a higher carbohydrate load. I know people are all scared about calories and carbohydrates. They are not your enemy. They are totally your friend. But there's a better way to do it as far as the actual carbo loading. It takes more than just a couple days. It's like, oh, you got to start at least 2 weeks ahead so that the muscles can hold more of that sugar, that glucose in your body, because there's a certain level that your muscles will keep at, and if you increase it, it'll hold more. And once you have more, you can go farther, you can do more because you're feeding those muscles that are working.
That's exciting. Oh, I also actually signed up for I've registered for the Spartan race, which is cool. I told you last week that I have a trip planned to Tennessee to go visit some family, and we have a basic timeline scheduled for activities and things that we'll be doing. My nephew Jonathan, it's going to be his 13th birthday, I believe it is, which I'm really excited. They're going to delay the party for a couple of weeks to allow me to be there, which is going to be great. I promise you, you might hate me. I had to pencil it down, but I did call my mom, so get off my back, please, just a little bit. If you want to continue getting updates on what I'm doing with my 411, then please subscribe. You are doing a 411 or you've got some goals that you're working on, let me know in the comments. I want to be involved in that. I want to hear your story too. That's all for now. I'm going to celebrate some of my wins, and you can watch me do that. videos over the past few weeks, you've seen some of my style, you've seen some of my ability. I know it's very lacking. If you know anybody that can help me in figuring out how to make these better, putting up some better animations or anything like that, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from them. I'd love to figure out how to make this whole thing a lot more entertaining for you other than these dance parties. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You have the greatest day of your life. Bye.